Hi there, D'Anthony here. Welcome to I Am Not a Licensed Therapist on YouTube. Send me your letters, notherapist@gmail.com. And why would you want to send those letters to me? Sorry, I got distracted by my cat in the background. Why would you want to send your letters to me? Well, it's free. It is a beautiful sunny day here in early October in southern Ontario, and I'm really enjoying the weather. And my dog and my cat are attacking each other. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Thanks, guys. I'm recording a video here. There we go. I think the first letter I'll do is send to myself. The whole idea of this program is you send your problems to me, and I do my best to try to answer them with tact, with empathy, and hopefully in a timely fashion. One segment that I'm going to be doing on this program, hopefully on a weekly basis, will be to go into other people's advice columns, reading a letter to them, and then answering it, and then reading their answer, and seeing if my answer and theirs really jive with each other. This being the very first program, of course, I don't have any of your letters to respond to. Again, you can email me, notherapist@gmail.com. I was going to go back and read some old letters that I had received back when I used to do a program like this on my campus radio station. And as well, I used to simultaneously answer letters in print on the campus newspaper. But I thought, well, why do that? I can prattle on for days and days and days, I promise you. So send me your letters. Again, notherapist@gmail.com. Right now, though, we'll just get to a regular weekly segment entitled, Am I Crazy for Giving People Advice? But that may not be the actual, something like that. All right. So right now, this is a letter from wayneandtamara.com. wayneandtamara.com. And they received a letter this past week of October 1st. I'm going to read, this is titled Overachiever. I'm a young 37-year-old woman with an immense passion and zest for life. I have two wonderful small children. I always thought if you worked hard enough on something, you could save it. Make a relationship work, make a job enjoyable, whatever. Sound familiar? Now I am going to skip a little bit of this letter because it is a bit lengthy. Basically, overachiever ends up going to the gym, becoming very passionate about it, but her spouse isn't really interested and starts belittling her every time she makes personal achievements in the positive. Skipping ahead. I thought I could sacrifice my emotional well-being for my children, but I can't. I have failed. I have started engaging in extremely self-destructive behaviors to escape the pain, boiling water, self-harm, you name it. I try to speak to my spouse, but it is never the right time, topic, or place for him. Now that I have decided to leave, he insists I should work on our problems, that I am teaching our children to give up, and am the one with the problem. I suggested marital counseling, but was accused of wanting to destroy my family. I am getting counseling and it is helpful, but I want my spouse's acknowledgement that it is indeed best to let go. I want his blessing. You could tell me that I didn't try hard enough and that I indeed am the problem, and I would believe you. Brit. Brit, if you ever read this. It sounds like you don't like yourself very much, and just when you started to like yourself, you were going to the gym, you were becoming an inspiration to people at the gym, and within the self-empowerment group that you had mentioned that you're part of, this is one of the things I skipped over for those of you who are going to find this letter. Again, on wayneandtamara.com. Overachiever, Brit, you need to get yourself back on that path. You need to get yourself off of the idea that it is your fault. See, people like to feel like they're in charge, especially when they don't have particularly healthy self-images. And it sounds like you didn't have a healthy self-image, and 12 years ago you married a guy who had also a not particularly good self-image. But he was lucky enough to find you because he was able to keep you under control. And now that you are finding a semblance of happiness, you know, by going to the gym, by getting yourself in shape, by becoming self-empowered, he is afraid of losing his power over you. It's time to bail. It's not your fault. Your husband is a giant D-bag, and that's basically the quick and dirty. And that's basically the quick and dirty of it. So what what can you do? Well, you can certainly you can certainly try and insist upon marital counseling, but unless he has a major life altering experience, a la Ebenezer Scrooge with the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future, he's not going to change. It's time to stop flogging a dead horse and divorce the guy. And don't look for his approval. I don't know why. I can't possibly imagine why you would need it, because you've been asking for his approval for the last 12 years, and he's never really given it to you. And he's telling you now that it's all your fault. It's not. Stop beating yourself up and move on. Find someone who has the passion and zest for life that you say that you do, and be happy. The kids will understand. Trust me. Your husband does. It doesn't sound like he will be above trying to turn them against you, and for a little while it might even work. They'll grow up. They'll see that their father is a jerk, and they'll understand. Just stay true to yourself. Act in a continue to act in a dignified manner. It'll all be okay. So there you go. Now let's see what their response was. Brit, a double bind is a mental dilemma in which the solution to one problem fails to solve a second problem, and the solution to the second problem can never solve the first. The only way out is to realize that both problems can't be solved, only one of them. Then the one we have control of. Often all we can do with someone else is to agree to disagree. You would like your husband's blessings to part, but the word blessing means to celebrate with praises. That won't happen. Your husband is stagnant, unwilling to talk, entrenched in his behavior. So your marriage was probably a mistake. You did everything you could to be a great wife and mother. It didn't work. You tried fitness as a way of escape, and as often it does, it made you feel not only physically fit, it filled you with self-confidence. But escapes aren't solutions. Caught in this double bind, you turned to self-harm. The message from your distress is that you can't maintain this double bind. The only healthy thing you can do is solve the problem under your control and let the other problem go. Well, there you go. So maybe I'm not crazy. I don't know if Wayne and Tamara are actually licensed therapists, because I'm not. But it seems like we're on the same page. So, dog. So, good luck, Britt, if you ever see this. Again, my name is D. Anthony. Thanks for joining. I am not a licensed therapist. Again, send your letters to notherapist@gmail.com. Until next week, stay healthy, everyone. Be happy. And check out the Guild. Mostly because if enough people go to it, I'll get to meet Felicia Day.